Aircraft carriers have played a major role in the history of maritime warfare for the United States Navy. Many people visualize aircraft carriers as floating cities. One of the major concerns for aircraft carriers is the risk to the lives of the personnel on board and the risk of the billions of dollars worth of aircraft stranding on the deck, falling into the ocean. Aircraft carriers can house up to 6,000 crew members and sailors on board. Approximately 100 fighter jets are well worth about $30 million each, along with various other luxury facilities that you'd find in a city. The aircraft carrier weighs more than 100,000 tons and is over 1,000 feet long. The biggest aircraft carrier in the world is the Gerald R. Ford class. It has a load displacement of 100,000 tons. The first carrier in the class, the USS Gerald R. Ford, CVN-78, was delivered to the U.S. Navy in May of 2017. It was officially deployed for duty in July 2017 and achieved initial operational capability in December of 2021. The carrier features a 78-meter wide flight deck and is equipped with an electromagnetic aircraft launch system and advanced arresting gear. The carrier is able to store more than 75 aircraft and house more than 4,500 crew members, which include personnel, the ship's company, the air wing, and other support staff. There's no doubt that living and working in the middle of the ocean on any military vessel can result in a lot of stress and added frustration. The vast majority of the U.S. Navy sailors spend most of their time on an aircraft carrier in the open sea. Fortunately, United States Navy commanders have come up with a unique, if not slightly dangerous way for the crew on board to get a well-deserved time for relaxation. These are known as swim calls. Crew members on board are given the opportunity to swim in the open sea as a fun activity while the aircraft carrier is stationary. Aircraft carriers can be out in the middle of the ocean for days, months, and even years, if need be. So, do you ever wonder what life is like for the captain on board? Surprisingly, the captains don't have just one bedroom to themselves, they have multiple. But why is that? What secrets lie behind these closed doors, and what does daily life involve for such an important person on the ship, with thousands of sailors on board? And how's the food? The captain of a U.S. aircraft carrier wields unparalleled power and bears immense responsibilities. This comes as no surprise. Their domain extends over every part of the carrier's operation, from navigation and tactical decisions to personnel management and disciplinary actions. They're basically the ultimate decision makers on board, with the power to shape the outcome of missions and the safety of thousands under their command. Of course, with such power comes the weight of constant vigilance and 24/7 availability. So, the captain must always be on call, ready to react to emergencies and make critical decisions at but a moment's notice. This perpetual state of readiness requires unwavering dedication and resilience, as the captain must remain alert and prepared for any eventuality. In addition to the demands of constant availability, the captain of a U.S. aircraft carrier faces the challenge of isolation, especially during lengthy deployments at sea. Separated from their family and friends for extended periods, they must endure the loneliness of life at sea while fulfilling their duties to their home country. It also goes without saying that such isolation may take a toll on their mental and their physical well-being as well, if the captain must maintain a stoic facade, projecting strength and confidence to inspire their crew despite the distance from loved ones. The captain must remain focused on the mission at hand, ensuring the safety and success of the carrier and its embarked personnel, which might as well be considered another family. The captain has to keep up a tough exterior to inspire their crew, even though they're far away from their loved ones. To do this, they have to stay focused on the mission at hand and ensure the safety and success of the carrier and its embarked personnel, who could be thought of as another family. Also, The captain needs to be flexible in order to do well in the constantly changing world of military operations and follow the ship's schedules and rhythms. They must fit in with the rest of the crew and crew members without any problems, whether they're running flight operations, navigating dangerous waters, or leading complicated tasks. This ability to shift is important for keeping morale high and running the ship efficiently, since the captain sets the tone for the whole crew by being quick and flexible when things need to change. In spite of the challenges of leadership, the captain makes sure that the carrier stays a strong force on the world's oceans. We can't say enough good things about the captain's living rooms. The ship's inner sanctum is where the captain's quarters are located. They're both a safe place to stay, as well as an additional command point. In the middle of all the chaos of naval activities, this is where the captain can be alone and think, which helps them recharge and get ready for all of the extensive and numerous challenges that lie ahead. The captain can get away from the constant demands of leadership for just a short time in the living quarters, where he or she can think and plan without being constantly interrupted. Also, the captain's quarters are a visible reminder of their position at the top of the command structure and a sign of their power and their continued leadership. The captains make sure that the U.S. Navy's aircraft carriers stay the best on the world's oceans by their unwavering commitment, guidance, and toughness. Their power goes far beyond where they live. They decide how naval operations will go and make sure their crew and tasks are safe and successful. On a U.S. aircraft carrier, the captain's cabins are placed carefully inside of the ship, which is both useful and symbolic. Because they're close to the bridge and the command center, the captain's quarters make it easy to get an important operating area while still providing some privacy and safety. The captain's bedroom, which is usually on one of the upper decks of the carrier, has a great view of the flight deck and the water around the ship, which is fitting for the officer who's in charge of the massive vessel. The excellent position not only makes it easier to talk to people and keep an eye on things, but it also emphasizes the captain's authority and leadership within the ship's hierarchy. The overall layout, the size, and the features of the captain's cabins are all thought out to meet the needs of the captain, while also making the stay comfortable and easy. Captain's cabins are usually large and well equipped, which shows how senior and important the person who lives there is. However, the details can change based on the type and layout of the aircraft carrier. The cabins can feel like home even though they're in the middle of the rough life of the Navy, because they have a comfortable bed, desk, a sitting area, and additional storage space. Modern features like an attached bathroom, ways to communicate, and temperature control make sure that the captain can do their job without being too distracted or without being excessively uncomfortable. The captain's rooms are the best places to live on the aircraft carrier because they're the biggest, nicest, and also the most private. Enlisted people and junior officers may share common berthing rooms that don't have much privacy or comfort, but the captain's cabins are private and luxurious, as befits their rank. As we've already talked about, the rooms are usually bigger and more private, so the captain can hold meetings, have guests over, and take care of personal business without anything getting in the way. The captain also feels more connected and in charge because he or she is close to the command center and to the bridge. This lets them respond quickly to operational needs and situations. The cabins on U.S. aircraft carriers are in a special place in the ship's order because they're both the command center and a safe place for the person who lives there. With their strategic placement and high-end furnishings, these cabins show the captain's authority and leadership, while also offering some comfort and ease in the middle of the challenges of naval life. And now we're going to tell you something. The captain usually has 2 rooms, not just one. Let's find out the reason. In the complicated hierarchy of a U.S. aircraft carrier, the captain is responsible for more than one cabin, so they're often given 2 different quarters. This arrangement may seem a little bit strange or odd, but it works well for practical and operational reasons, representing the unique needs of command at sea. The decision to give the captain more than one cabin shows that they understand their job is complex and that they have to do many things while leading the ship and its crew. Even though they're used for different things, both cabins are linked and work well together, which shows how the captain also has two separate roles. The operational cabin is the command center, which makes it easy to carry out naval activities and make strategic decisions. The private cabin, on the other hand, is a quiet place where the captain can relax and recharge between duties. The captain can do their job more efficiently, effectively, and easier because these cabins work together to make a single living and working area. In addition to having different functions, the two rooms may also have different features and design elements that are specific to their uses. For example, the operating cabin might put an emphasis on usefulness and efficiency by using modular furniture, ergonomic workstations, and high-tech systems. The private cabin, on the other hand, might focus on comfort and luxury with soft furnishings, personalized decor, and items meant to help with relaxation and well-being. Do you think the captain needs two rooms to do his job well, or do you think he'd be better off with one cabin that fits everything? Comment below and tell us what you think. And while you're here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Now, there are also a lot of different kinds of food in the captain's cabins of a U.S. aircraft carrier, so that the most senior officers can find something that suits their wants and tastes. While the captains may have the option to dine in a designated officer's mess facility or common dining areas, they also have the privilege of enjoying private dining services within the comforts and convenience of their cabins. This personalized dining experience gives the captain a level of privacy and exclusivity that matches their rank and status, while still letting them enjoy delicious meals prepared just the way they like them. The food service in the captain's room is known for paying close attention to every detail and aiming for culinary perfection. A group of committed chefs and kitchen staff work non-stop to make gourmet meals that fit the captain's tastes and dietary needs. From scrumptious breakfast spreads to elegant multi-course dinners, every meal is crafted with care and precision, using the finest ingredients and culinary techniques available. The captain can expect only the best quality and presentation in their private dining experience, whether they want a hearty steak, fresh seafood, or a rich dessert. Captain's cabins have more than just traditional meal preparation tools. They also have a variety of dining amenities and services that make eating far more enjoyable. This may include personalized menus, tableside service, and custom-designed dining arrangements tailored to the captain's preferences and requirements. Special occasions and celebrations may be marked by themed meals, wine pairings, and gourmet desserts, adding a touch of sophistication and luxury to the overall dining experience. Furthermore, the captain may have the option to request specific dishes or culinary specialties, ensuring that every meal is a memorable and satisfying experience. In consideration of the captain's dietary needs and restrictions, the culinary staff takes great care to accommodate any special requirements or preferences. Whether following a specific diet plan, observing religious dietary restrictions, or avoiding certain ingredients due to allergies or preference, the chefs work closely with the captain to create customized menus that meet their nutritional needs and culinary preferences. Now, this may involve sourcing specialty ingredients, modifying recipes, or preparing alternative options to ensure that the captain can enjoy delicious and satisfying meals without compromise. From private dining experiences to gourmet meals prepared to the captain's specifications, every aspect of the dining experience is tailored to meet the highest standards of quality and satisfaction. The culinary staff ensures that the captain's dining experience is nothing short of exceptional, by paying meticulous attention to detail, possessing expertise in the culinary arts, and being committed to accommodating dietary requirements. As a result of their culinary creations, the captain is able to savor the finest cuisine, indulge in gourmet delights, and enjoy the comforts of home while simultaneously leading the ship and its crew with confidence and distinction. A question for you: would you be able to handle the enormous responsibility of being a captain on an aircraft carrier as part of the U.S. Navy? Post your thoughts in the comments section below. There's no question that the position of captain on a United States aircraft carrier requires a significant amount of self-sacrifice and commitment, regardless of the answer that you provide. There are lots of personal and professional sacrifices that the captain must make, including the difficulty of being constantly available and being isolated, as well as the separation from loved ones that occurs during deployments. Their unwavering dedication to their duties and leadership, on the other hand, guarantees the security and success of naval operations, which in turn causes their crew to feel confident in their abilities. Because of their selflessness and commitment, the captain is the one who's able to maintain the honor of the aircraft carriers and the United States Navy. This brings us to the end of our video today, so if you liked it, make sure you subscribe to the channel and you like the video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.